What's up everyone, Derek Rosansky here, your obstacle activist. And on today's episode, I'm gonna be doing a tutorial on the Great Wall here. It's an 8-foot wall here at Savage Race. And for fellow shorties like myself, it can be pretty challenging, although very basic. And I'm gonna show you some tips and tricks on how to conquer that today. All right, so obviously when you approach the obstacle, you can just jump it, right? But this video, it's not gonna be one of those. It's gonna be some tips and tricks on how to conquer this wall without being able to just straight jump it, because there's a lot of us that we can't jump that high, right? Okay, so the first thing you wanna do when you're coming up to the wall is just survey the wall. Odds are you're coming up to it, you're gonna see it from a long way away. Look at the wall, look at the ground, see if there's spots that are higher than others, see your spots that are lower than others. Obviously, if there's a spot that's higher, you wanna go toward that side. You'll be able to jump a lot higher and get closer to the top of the wall. Another thing to look for are cracks in the walls. These are probably the most useful thing for you if you're a person who can't jump as high, is to grab one of these cracks and you can utilize it. So you can actually get your fingers in these holes here and you can use those to propel yourself to the top of the wall. So you're actually not really jumping the wall, you're almost kind of scaling it. And that's with almost every Savage Race that I've ever done. You come up to these walls and they're not always perfect, they have imperfections. You wanna find those imperfections and use them to your advantage. Okay, so for instance, coming up to this particular wall, you're gonna see that there's a crack right here, right above shoulder height. And this is perfect to get someone who can't make this jump to get over the wall. So what I like to do is come up to the wall here. You can actually get your fingers in the crack here, use your foot on the base on maybe another crack or another imperfection of the wall, and push up. So that way when you come up to the wall, you don't have to jump all the way to the top. Then you have to reach in the crack here, and it just made it that much easier to get to the top of the wall. All right, so obviously not every wall is gonna have a perfect crack right there for you to use. So what if you come up to a wall and you're like, oh darn, there's no cracks for me to use, I can't jump that high, what do I do? Next best option for you is to use your foot and actually use the wall and jump off the wall. Now, what do I mean with that? Let me show you. All right, so you're gonna come up to the wall, and the best thing that I like to say is that it's gonna be between the third and fourth board. Personally, I use the crack either between the third and the fourth board to kind of push your foot off of. So you're actually gonna use like the tip of your shoe and your foot to wedge and vault off the wall. I mean, this wall is sturdy, it's not going anywhere, you can beat the crap out of it, but you're gonna use the wall to propel you up it. All right, so let me show you what I mean. So you see, I'm not really jumping right to the top of the wall. I'm actually using the power in my legs and the boards to vault and push myself up over the wall. All right, so a really good way to practice this is either before or after race. Just go up to the wall and practice vaulting off of it a couple times. Get a feel for the wall and how you vault upwards instead of outwards or straight down like I've seen. I mean, I don't know how many times where I see just this. Or that. So just go up to the wall, practice a couple times. And then you can throw your hands into it and get to the top. All right, so you've done one of the methods, you got to the top of the wall, but how do you get over the wall? You're just hanging there, right? So once you're hanging, obviously, you can just pull up, but this isn't that video, because what if you can't do that? Well, there's a real easy way to get over this wall without being able to do a pull up. It's all about the feet. So you walk your feet up, and hook your foot. Once you hook your foot, you're home free. Get your ankle lock right there. That's gonna hold you in place. All my weight is on my ankle right now. And pull up. It's that simple. The biggest thing is just getting your foot up on top of the wall. Once you do that, it's cake from there. So obviously when you get to the wall, it's not always gonna be this bone dry. So walking your feet up can actually be pretty difficult. So I do have a solution to that. So instead of being able to walk your feet up, if you're slipping and sliding, use your momentum. Swing. And that's how you get your foot up when the wall is wet. So just to recap, there's gonna be a couple things you're gonna wanna do in order to conquer this wall. The first thing you wanna do is just survey the wall. Find its weaknesses, find what you can use to your advantage. Once you do that, determine what method you wanna do. Do you wanna just jump straight up to the top? Do you wanna use an imperfection on the wall to propel yourself up? Or do you wanna kick and go right to the top? Once you're up there, swing your leg up over and you're home free. It's gonna look a little something like this. All right guys, so that wraps up my tutorial on the 8-foot Great Wall here at Savage. Hope this helped you if you're a shorty like me, and try and use it in the future. Until next time guys, peace.